He also has a history of being violent and abusive. He is divorced from his previous wife recently with multiple children under 4. Now, we do know, and I'm not going to reveal her identity, who I did a little bit of soul searching. I went down a rabbit hole. And I was able to find the wedding when Joe married his first wife in 2018. And I found it very odd that the article starts off when she said this was the toughest decision of her life.
Yeah.
She has a father, but she was tasked with the decision of walking down the aisle alone or allowing her father to walk her down the aisle.
Yeah, he refused.
I'm gathering that from the influence of Joe, he convinced her to walk down the aisle. And as she came down the aisle, in that moment, she said he promised her, you will never have to walk alone in life again. Watch this, 2018. Only for him to leave her
pregnant
in 2021 while she was pregnant with their second child.
In a nutshell, beautiful, sweet Ashlee, young girl who thought she knew the world and did not.
I was watching this Sloan Bella video on Ashlee Jenae. May she rest in peace, because she was definitely taken out of here before her time. And all I could think about, because I've seen the story, but when the girls get unalived, I tend to tune out of the chatter, because so often in the comment sections and even in the way that some of the people talk about these women, specifically black women, they're like, that soft life isn't all it's cracked up to be. And if the girls just, basically aimed lower and didn't want to experience nice things, then they wouldn't be killed. And I'm just like, well, no, men don't need a reason to kill women. That's why femicide is a thing globally, right? And considering that most of the world is poor, most men in the world are poor or working poor, that means that most of the femicide that happens is at the hands of a poor man. This is just quick maths, right? So when I see people saying that and making these connections between a black woman either striving for more, so aspiring to date better and date up, and there's nothing wrong with that, or actually doing that naturally, this girl's an influencer. I don't think that this lifestyle and this type of partner is out of the league for her, Seems like what they're saying is the litmus test for black women specifically deserving to date well and experience finery, luxury, soft life, whatever you want to call it, is them surviving in that situation. And that when they get murdered, it's, oh, well, I guess she wasn't really meant for that lifestyle. She should have dated, a Dusty. The Dusty would probably beat her and then murder her. You know what I mean? Drain her essence and then kill her. But I'm like, men don't need a reason to kill women. They've been doing it forever. It's crazy to me. So yeah, I just tune out of those conversations and just wait for wiser people to speak on them so I can just get the facts. But it's like, obviously something happened to her, something untoward happened to her. Sloan was saying that there's some shadow dark web stuff going on, and I've always intuited that there is some sort of like internet, and my friend Alicia has talked about this as well, that there is some internet something going on where certain black people, especially black people in the spotlight, are monitored and exist in a kind of Truman Show-esque type of thing. I'll talk about this on my pod, because I feel like I've interacted with this a few times and escaped a few times from very scary situations. And I'm like, no, there's like no, like, no, I know what's going on. So that's a little woo. Maybe we'll do a live and talk about it more. But I was like, yeah, when she picked up on that, I was like, that's all I needed, confirmation, because I've literally intuited that this type of stuff is like a hostile vibe, if you know that movie. I'm like, yeah, they do that to us. But that's a separate conversation for a second. And in 5 years, when it comes out that it's true, I don't want to hear shit.
Let me tell you something. A lot of these young girls that look an easy way out. It's nice being with a billionaire and a rich man, rich and powerful. But nobody tell you about the mental prison. Nobody tell you about wanting to leave that relationship and can't leave it. Nobody tell you about the abuse. Nobody tell you about the control. Yo, we have that money and eat that money. When you young ladies looking for an easy way out and want a rich billionaire. Right now, in many cases, your family have to bury you. Because let me tell you something. You don't just stay with a rich billionaire and leave when you want to. You can't do with a little broke pocket man and left him and gone. Just pack your bag and gone. You can't wait till him gone to work. You pack your bag and gone when he is a broke pocket man. But when you are with a rich, powerful billionaire, you can't do that. There is nowhere for you to hide. There is nowhere for you to run. And you can't escape. Police get involved, police get paid off. There is nothing you can do. Nobody tell you about that. If you're being abused, you're being battered, beat, everything, there is nothing you can do. But guess what? I guess that's the price to pay. For a lot of these young girls who want the flashes of life, and the easiest way to get that is go look at a rich, powerful billionaire. It doesn't normally end well. It doesn't. Worse, if you're going to make them love you, it not go end well. Ladies, see, sometime work for the little way you can. And a regular man can build life. But usually in the world of today, a rich and powerful man, or even a woman, is very controlling. You understand? And manipulative as well. All the above. And you need to remember these things. When only thing you see is the dollar sign can cost you your life. Believe when me tell you that.
Did y'all hear about the video? It's a local woman. She has a heavy accent. I don't know if she's from Tanzania, but she says her source told her that Joe McCann frequently is in Zanzibar, and he is well known to the hotel staff in Zanzibar. And the reason why Ashlee and Joe were arguing is because since they got there on April 4th, he would leave the villa at night to go visit the local women. So they got in a huge argument because at night he would go be with local women in Zanzibar. And then he had a nerve to catch an attitude because this man was paying Ashlee a compliment. And that's how the argument started. That she blurted out so loud, but you've been cheating on me since we got here. You've been going to go see local women. They also said that Joe is being detained and they withheld his passport, and also a man that is Joe McCann's friend from Zanzibar is also being detained with questioning. So this story is just getting deeper and deeper. Like, it's so crazy, but it's so obvious that he had something to do with Ashlee Jenae's passing, allegedly. I don't know all the facts, but this is what I'm just hearing. I just heard a whole video audio, and this is what the lady said. It's a couple people being detained. So that's the update for right now. But just look at his eyes. He just looks like evil lives here. Those eyes just tell a story of a man that is just not to be trusted. This picture right here, it just gives me just a feeling in my gut that this man is truly evil.